On the Rangers Network, welcome to Ranger Stadium for 27-6A girls soccer as Smithson Valley takes on the Wagner Thunderbirds here on a Friday night in Spring Branch. On the Rangers Network, I'm Brant Freeman. Glad to have you with us here from Smithson Valley. The Rangers coming in red hot. Smithson Valley on an 8-match unbeaten streak in second place right now in 27-6A with a record of 7-1-1, while the T-Birds come in struggling. Wagner 5-10-2, and they've yet to win a 27-6A match. They are 0-9 on the season. We have more pre-match coverage coming up right here. We're back in a moment on the Rangers Network. Now this time of the show, we take a look at the plays of the week, Coach.
Well, let's go take a look. Our first play of the week is on sale at the concession stand. Let's go take a look at the frozen fruit cup. Our second play of the week is also healthy. Let's take a look at string cheese. Our last play of the week is also a healthy choice. That is choosing baked chips. Those are our plays of the week.
Coach, can I at least still just dip the nachos in yogurt?
Just don't let anybody see it.
Fine.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Whataburger, Peppa Thomas with Remax, Max's Roadhouse, Ashley Small Engine Sales and Service, Texas Roadhouse, and Sunbelt Rentals.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium here on the Rangers Network as we get ready for a 27-6A matchup between Smithson Valley and Wagner. The Rangers going for the season series sweep. Earlier this month, 4 Smithson Valley football players signed the national letters of intent. Earlier today, the Rangers made that number 5 as Caden Dix signed his NLI to Baker University, and we have more right here on the Rangers Network.
Thank you all for coming today. We're here to celebrate the career of Cade Dix as a Smithson Valley Ranger. Big part of 2 championship football teams that are, the trophies are displayed here. And you know, Cade was our center for the last 2 years, kind of a behind-the-scenes guy. Others perhaps got more notoriety playing statistic-type positions. But I think they'd be the first to tell you we don't get to go where we went without the contributions of Cade Dix. And we're here to celebrate that today and his signing with Baker University. And we look forward to a great college career and following him from afar. But he'll always be a Smithson Valley Ranger. We'll always be appreciative of his efforts. So let's applaud Cade Dix and his career here.
It feels really good. You know, I've had this dream since I was really young, and it's really great feeling to know we've been playing this game for so long and finally get to accomplish your dream.
Well, you know, he kind of came to center a little bit later in his career, and of course we put a lot on that position, not only recognizing defenses, but making calls, getting our blockers into the right assignments, and then of course he's got to be talented enough to make those blocks after he gets everyone else squared away. So, you know, a leader as well as a good player, and that's the kind of guy we have to have at center. Cade certainly personified that. They're going to get their universities fixing to get better just by signing a high-character kid like Cade, whether the football team just take that and put it aside. But they're getting the same intangibles that he brought to our team: leadership, knowledge of the game, ability, and the ability to make other people around him better.
I'm going to bring depth to the center position, hopefully, and hopefully get my education there. So our coaching staff has done a really great job of, you know, giving us a really great work ethic and, you know, preparing us for the next level. So I think we're really ready because, you know, we know what it takes to become a really good football program.
Congratulations again to Caden Dix on signing to Baker University as we get ready for these 2 teams taking the pitch here at Ranger Stadium. Smithson Valley and Wagner. Right now we take a glance at the 27-6A standings. You see it, Smithson Valley right now in second place at 7-1-1, right behind the Steel Knights. But at the bottom of the standings sits the Wagner Thunderbirds. Wagner 0-9-0. Wagner, in fact, has not won a district match in now 5 years. Last district win for them was in 2012. They try to break that streak here tonight. Rangers, meanwhile, trying to stay on their path towards a district title. And we have the start of the match coming up next right here on the Rangers Network.
Number 11.
right now, Smithson Valley High School has an enrollment of 2,659 students. But did you know? It's projected that a current kindergartner on the path to become a Ranger will join more than 4,200 students their freshman year. Why? Because Comal County is the 7th fastest growing county in the USA, and CISD continues to attract families looking for quality education for their children. The more we grow, the more you need to know. Find out more at comalisd.org. Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
The Comal ISD is celebrating amazing teachers and students that make up the Smithson Valley feeder system by highlighting their passion and commitment in our In Focus segment. Our very own Emily Wick sits down with a special teacher from Bill Brown Elementary that keeps her class motivated by going back to her cheerleader roots. Emily?
Hi, and thanks for joining us on In Focus today. I have the privilege of sitting here today with Maureen. And Maureen, what grade do you teach?
I teach 4th grade at Bill Brown Elementary, and I have been teaching here for 13 years.
Well, that's wonderful. What subject do you teach?
I teach reading and writing and social studies.
Very good. And I hear you're sitting here today with me because you are full of spirit and energy, and you are always having a smile on your face and keep the kids moving in a positive direction. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, you know what? I believe in positive energy, and if I can't be happy, then the kids aren't going to be happy. And so we try to make learning fun. And we do a lot of fun things. We try to keep them interactive, and by doing that, we have them move around the classroom, not always sitting in one spot. But in the same thing, they do the things that they do is always with higher level thinking, and yet they know that learning can be fun.
How do you keep them moving? You mentioned you're always having them moving in class. Tell us a little bit about that.
We stand up, we do cheers to learn our grammar rules. I throw the ball, and if you can catch it, you get a prize. If you do the right answer, and if they don't do the right answer, they can call on somebody in the class and they can answer for them, but you have to catch the ball. So they're tuned in, trying to learn everything that they can.
Well, you've got to stay focused when you've got a ball thrown at you. So you mentioned a cheer. Do you want to share one of those with us?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we do a rule for dropping the Y, drop the Y and add IES,
okay,
or add a ES, so we do CHSHSSX. We add an ES, okay, so that's what
I love it, I love it. I bet you are so much fun in class and keep them going.
Crazy, maybe, but we have a good time.
What do you see that's benefiting from this?
Well, I think number one, they want to be picked for that ball, so they know that they have to be sitting in their desk and doing what they're supposed to be doing. But mostly, it makes learning fun. It makes them be able to go from one thing to the next. They don't get tired. And we just, can learn because it's fun.
Well, it sounds like you're doing all the right things.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here with us today on In Focus.
Okay, well, thank you very much. It means a lot to the teachers.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium. The Rangers have broken their pre-match huddle and have now taken the pitch as they get ready to take on the Wagner Thunderbirds. Smithson Valley coming off the heels of its third consecutive shutout victory, or shutout match, I should say, as they defeated East Central on Tuesday 1-0. The match before that, the Rangers played Steele to a scoreless affair here at Ranger Stadium. Smithson Valley here at home, 5-1-1 this season, while the Thunderbirds on the road, a respectable 4-4-2, but a lot of that success coming in non-district play. Wagner started the year 5-1-2 overall, but have since lost 9 straight, all 9 matches in 27 6A play. They have come up short, and short is a relative term as Wagner has been outscored in those games 44-2, and we are underway from Ranger Stadium. right here on the Rangers Network. Smithson Valley won the first match between these two in the early part of district play by a final of 4-1. Rangers in the white jerseys here tonight. Wagner wearing the red and black. As Smithson Valley attacks to the goal to our right. In net tonight for Wagner is Tia Johnson, the lone senior on this very young Wagner team. The Rangers on the attack. And right there is Johnson after the hit from Caitlin Bumgarner. And Bumgarner has been a phenomenal player this year for the Rangers, the team's leader in goals scored and an assist over the course of her career. 37 goals and 30 assists for the junior, a 3-year varsity player. That pass a little bit short of the net there for the Rangers, trying to set up a play. And Johnson again will send it back in for the Thunderbirds. You look at some of the other star players on this Ranger team. Galby Valdez, another junior, in her career, 18 goals, 14 assists. She had 2 assists in the earlier win against Wagner last month. That's taken away nicely by the Rangers. Action to the near side. Good defense by Wagner's back line. Wagner's had difficulties keeping teams from scoring. They have given up 49 goals so far this season, and the majority of those, again, in district play. Only 5 goals surrendered in non-district action, 44 in 27-6A. Valdez, the attempt there, swatted down by Johnson, who will throw it back in. 2 minutes into the match, 0-0 to score. It was a 1-1 affair at halftime between these two last month. The Rangers took over in the second half. And speaking of the second half, in Smithson Valley's last match Tuesday in the win over the Hornets, that was a scoreless affair in the first half. Rangers eventually cracked the scoreboard in the second and held on to a 1-0 win. Did not even allow a shot on goal to East Central. And Wagner tonight, thus far, very early, has yet to take the ball across midfield. Nice pass, but not much of an attempt there for Smithson Valley. The Rangers playing the role of aggressors. We have yet to really discuss Smithson Valley's goalkeeping, and it's been a great combo between Natalie Kutak and Sarah Orenday, a couple of seniors, the only 2 seniors on Smithson Valley's team. Coach Atkins, at his 15th season, has said of those 2, they provide loads of great leadership, 7 years combined varsity experience between them, to include the 2017 year. But they may not be busy tonight, as again Wagner's having issues crossing midfield. Now with it for the Thunderbirds is Daniela Tovar, but unable to control it, and the Rangers will throw it back in. Ashley Day does the honors. Into Valdez, or to Sierra Young, beg your pardon, one of the Ranger captains. That pass a little bit too far beyond the reach of the Ranger attacking to the far side. And another throw in here for Tia Johnson. So Coach Atkins in his 15th season at Smithson Valley, great career, 217 wins. Has taken this team to the postseason 14 times. To include this year, the Rangers have already clinched 8 district championships, 3 straight district titles. And right now the Rangers sitting in second, slightly behind Steele. Good pass. Here's Bumgarner weaving through traffic with the pass and a shot, and a nice stop there by Johnson at her knees. And Johnson has been busy so far tonight. A senior, but actually a first-year varsity player, Johnson, as the Thunderbirds cross midfield for the first time, but briefly. Johnson actually had to be recruited by Coach Oscar Ortiz of Wagner to come over from volleyball to play soccer. Calls her a natural athlete. Here's Bumgarner for the Rangers. That pass sent back by Wagner. Good play by Tovar. Bumgarner again fighting through T-Birds. Tovar again with it. Ashley Dade knocked it towards center. And back comes Smithson Valley. Here's Valdez. Blows right by Jackie Estrada. Comes left towards center now. Rangers a chance here. The shot and another stop by Johnson. Johnson's had a tough go, but as of late, back-to-back matches, Wagner has allowed 6 goals, including their most recent match on Tuesday, a 6-0 loss to Clemens. And that misses wide. And Johnson will throw in again for Wagner. We mentioned that 6-0 loss for the Thunderbirds, the 5th consecutive match Wagner has been shut out. And in terms of goals surrendered, in their 9 district matches, they've given up 5 goals or more in 5 of them. Here's Tovar for Wagner, taken away by the Rangers. Up ahead to Bumgarner. The centering pass to Valdez. Looking for a teammate. Nice pass. A chance for the Rangers. And they open the game. 1-0 lead. Great pass by Valdez. 1-0 Smithson Valley. And the Rangers score in the game's 7th minute. Valdez, the assist, 15th of her career. And Johnson's been game so far in goal for the Thunderbirds, but just too many chances early on for Smithson Valley. Pass deflected by the Rangers back line. And chasing it down is Bumgarner for Smithson Valley. Pass to her defender. And back come the Rangers. And now Wagner will toss it in. Nathalia Vasquez will do the honors. Headed off by Smithson Valley. Bumgarner again in on the action, and this will come back the other way. So again, the Rangers entered tonight's match on an 8-match unbeaten streak, 12-3-1 overall this season. Their lone district loss came in the district opener against Steele. And that was about a month ago. They've been so strong defensively, not giving teams many chances to score at all. The Rangers have posted 10 shutouts, 3 straight, and dating back to 2014, Smithson Valley has 51 shutouts. Amazing numbers for Coach Atkins' program. And by the way, should Smithson Valley score once more tonight, that pretty much should wrap it up, as the Rangers this season was scoring 2 or more goals, a perfect 8-0. Sending it in for the Thunderbirds is Delgadillo. Good pass angle to the right side. But 3 Rangers are back on defense. Giving chase is Amisa Hamisi for Wagner, but right there to punch it out is Kutak, one of the Ranger captains, along with Sierra Young and Erica Martinez for Smithson Valley. Looking at Natalie Kutak's numbers this year, 17 saves against just 3 goals allowed, a save percentage of 85%, and has been a part of 11 shutouts this season. Sent back over by the Rangers on the pass in from Wagner. So the Thunderbirds there get an opportunity to throw in near the goal, but the Rangers denying them any clean looks. And back comes Smithson Valley. Good pass up ahead. Another chance here for Smithson Valley. And here comes a shot, and it is deflected by Johnson. And off the deflection, back comes Wagner. Another good play by Johnson in goal. But Smithson Valley about to get another chance here as Vasquez punches it out. The pass it in by Dade. Dade again with it. Up to Bumgarner. The team's top goal scorer, weaving through traffic. Nice pass towards the center. The shot and another deflection there by Johnson. Lost the handle and nearly put back in off the deflection. Was saved by Daniela Cantu, a fast developing player, a sophomore here for Wagner. But back comes Smithson Valley. That pass for Bumgarner is sent back by Garcia. A battle for the ball, won by the Thunderbirds, but Valdez stays with it. Here's a centering pass to Young. 2 assists so far this year. Pass beyond the reach. Bumgarner, but the Rangers another chance. Into the 11th minute now of the first half, 1-0 Smithson Valley. Goal scored in the 7th minute of the match. Bouncing over the head of Aronde of Smithson Valley. But the Rangers will have a shot here. A free kick coming up. Aronde to do the honors. Wagner sets up his defense. One of the 2 seniors on this team has also spent plenty of time in goal. And here's her chance from just beyond the 18-yard box towards center, and scooping it out is Johnson again. And by the way, tonight starts a final 5-game stretch for the Rangers, of which 4 of their final 5 matches are right here at Ranger Stadium. They play their final road game coming up Tuesday, Clemens, and then close out the season 3 at home against Judson, Canyon, and New Braunfels. Dade has a knock back. Good play there by Wagner's Jackie Estrada. And Dade will throw it back in. As Jessica Overstreet checks in for Smithson Valley. Good junior with a goal scored and 6 assists this season. Second on the team. Half of that assist total, by the way, came in one match. The Rangers' final non-district match, a win over Bastrop. Here comes Wagner. It's Estrada trying to fight for position, but the Rangers win that battle. And back to the Ranger back line. More than 12 minutes gone by from Ranger Stadium, 1-0 Smithson Valley. Rangers again on the attack. Good backline play by Wagner. And back come the T-Birds. A reminder, by the way, of our next broadcast as our coverage continues into the spring here on the Ranger Network. As that is sent out of bounds. Coming up Tuesday, April the 18th, we're heading to the softball field as the Rangers take on the New Braunfels Unicorns in 27 6A play. Check rangersnetwork.com for all the Smithson Valley athletic schedules and our live broadcast schedule as well. And speaking of softball, the Rangers off to a 6-2 start. They have split their first 2 games of the Dripping Springs tournament. And their district opener, by the way, is coming up shortly this coming Tuesday against Steele. Ranger backline having some issues here. And here is Dade now, and we'll just send it to her goalie, Kutak. Speaking with Coach Atkins earlier today, prior to tonight's match, some of the players he highlighted. One of them was Erica Martinez, a junior defender. One of the captains for this team. Coach Atkins calling her a great leader and keeps his team organized on defense. And the Rangers' defense has been a well-oiled machine this season. Smithson Valley has only surrendered 8 goals in their 16 matches. That's half a goal per game. That's my higher math at work. Back comes Smithson Valley. And by the way, the Rangers have scored 33 goals of their own. Now Wagner yet to have a shot on goal, and they will not get one here either as Dade chases it down. Up ahead to Bumgarner. Nice deflection, and will take it back towards center. On the attack now, Bumgarner, blazing by Wagner players. And there's the whistle. And a yellow card issued. It's issued to Wagner. And the player called is Elizabeth Longoria. And comes out with the yellow card. Good pass towards the middle, but off the hop, no shot there for Smithson Valley as Johnson will send it back in. By the way, the Ranger boys, they are at Wagner tonight, trying to bounce back from the loss to East Central here at Ranger Stadium on Tuesday. A 2-0 win for the Hornets. Good pass. Oronde with a chance. 3 Wagner players around her, and they come out with the ball. Smithson Valley keeping the pressure on, though. Good deflection by Bumgarner. Oronde fighting for it. That ball is still live. Now Bumgarner in the action. Back to Oronde. Trying to find the handle. And finally it dribbles out of bounds. And by the way, the Ranger boys, they enter their match against the Thunderbirds tonight, tied with Canyon for third place in the district. Smithson Valley's boys will be back home on Tuesday against Clemens here at Ranger Stadium. Mentioning the game at Wagner, of course, the Ranger girls were there earlier this season. That is a natural grass surface in a much smaller field. Something Coach Atkins said kind of messed with Smithson Valley's approach to the game. And it feels as if the bigger field tonight, the artificial next turf, will serve as a huge advantage. Here's Day now for the Rangers. Headed off by Wagner. Bumgarner, a shot, sails over the net. As we have now hit the 18th minute of the first half. Still 1-0, Smithson Valley scoring in the game, 7th minute of the first half. A note on Bumgarner, by the way, a player with phenomenal speed, in the words of Coach Atkins, athletic ability, talent. When speaking about her, speaks very highly of Bumgarner, saying that every good team needs to have that one player, and that player is Bumgarner for these Rangers. Here she is with it. A chance for a pass here. And here is an opportunity snuffed out once again by Johnson. Boy, and she has been so busy in this first half. Up to the task, though, thus far. Bumgarner again with a pass. Into traffic. Back to Bumgarner. Falls down as Wagner sends it back the other way. But now Dade battling with Hamisi, one of Wagner's 3 freshmen. Now to Valdez. Centering pass deflected by the Thunderbirds. As we approach the halfway point of the first half, Rangers trying to extend their unbeaten streak to 9 in a row. There's Overstreet's pass towards center. Valdez blew right by Estrada. Pass up ahead, but Oronde was not ready for it. And Wagner will send it back. Looking at some of the rankings in soccer, by the way, the Express News, of course, the publication releases a weekly top 10 in the greater San Antonio area. Well, Smithson Valley in the latest rankings ranked 6th in San Antonio. Looking at the top 5, there's Reagan, number 1, Steele, a 27-6A member, number 2, Johnson 3rd, Brandeis 4th, and O'Connor 5th. On the boys' side, Smithson Valley is not ranked. However, 2 of their district teams are. Clemens is 3rd, Smithson Valley's opponent coming up Tuesday, and New Braunfels 7th. Now 30 seconds shy of the halfway point of the first half. Wagner still no shots on goal. The Rangers did not allow one in Tuesday's win over East Central. Sending it in is Hamisi. A player Coach Ortiz has called a diamond in the rough. A freshman who has been starting for Wagner all season long and does not come out of the game very often. When speaking with Coach Ortiz earlier tonight during the JV game, which by the way was won by Smithson Valley 8-0, he said one of the biggest challenges with the program right now, there's not a culture of soccer in that Converse area. A lot of it is basketball and football driven. So for a lot of his players, they are learning the game, learning the fundamentals. Here's Bumgardner. Towards center, met by 3 Wagner players. Sent back out. Rangers keep the possession alive. Deflected by Wagner's back line. Good play by Nathalia Vasquez. And Dade again to send it in. As Smithson Valley will send in some subs of their own. We see Haley Oatman check in, one of the Ranger juniors, into the match for the first time. Also checking in, Mackenzie Malo, another junior, who scored once against Wagner in the meeting last month. And for Wagner now is Natalia Garcia. Pass angle to the left over the head of Dade, who tracks it down. And we'll send it over to her goalie. That's Kutak, able to punch it away before Hamisi can get there. A reminder, by the way, that coming up at halftime, we'll be visiting with longtime athletic trainer Thomas Petmecke. We'll be speaking about Athletic Trainer Awareness Month and a new program, the Shadow a Student Trainer program, involving Smithson Valley or Spring Branch Middle School. A chance there for the Rangers snuffed out by Wagner. Smithson Valley keeps it. And they're all whites. A weak shot attempt, and right there again is Johnson. And we mentioned that basketball culture at Wagner, well, it's worked out pretty well for them. You look at what the two teams have done this season. Wagner's boys are still playing. In fact, they're playing a playoff game, a second-round game tonight against Roosevelt. In fact, 3 of the 4 27-6A boys teams are still playing. But the Thunderbirds, their boys, 31-2, ranked 7th in the state as of today. A chance for the Rangers. The pass sent away by Johnson, right there in the dive to take it away. And that Wagner boys program has produced 2 NBA players. One of them, Andre Robertson, the guard for Oklahoma City, and Jordan Clarkson for the Lakers. Meanwhile, the girls program, they won the district championship in 27-6A, reached the second round of the playoffs as well. And one of their players, guard Kiana Williams, a Stanford signee, will be playing in the Jordan Brand Classic in Brooklyn in April and also in the McDonald's All-American game. So again, a lot of invested in basketball in that area, and it's paid off. More than halfway through the first half. A goal by the Rangers in the 7th minute, assisted by Gabby Valdez, is all the scoring so far. Back in for Wagner, by the way, is Longoria, if you recall, received a yellow card not long ago. Comes in as Emily Weigel takes a seat. And again, you look to the left, Ranger goalie Natalie Kutak has not had to do a whole lot tonight or this week for that matter. Again, East Central, no shots on goal on Tuesday. Kutak has allowed just 1 goal in district play. And we're talking about 9 matches here, but has 12 saves. Off the head of a Ranger. Action towards the far side of the pitch. A fight for the ball comes towards center. And now for the Rangers. Rachel Zuba back to the back line and Dade. And the junior sends it ahead. Back to Oronde. Got by the Wagner defender. Tripped up. Another scrum for the ball as players fall. And this will come back to Wagner. A lot of commotion on the field right now. We saw the Rangers prior to the start of the match very fired up. A program that has enjoyed a lot of success over the past decade plus. Amisi working against Dade of the Rangers. Sends it back towards the Ranger goal, caught off by the Rangers back line. And back to Dade, but beyond her reach. And Amisi will send it in right in front of the Ranger bench. Maybe a chance here for Wagner, but a weak one at that. Caitlin Key, a sophomore for the T-Birds, with a shot attempt wide of the goal. And Kutak will bring it back in for the Rangers. As Smithson Valley brings in some subs. Lauren Poskin checks in now to Smithson Valley's back line. In the 27th minute now of the first half. Here's Bumgarner's pass. Up to Oatman. Deflected by Wagner. Oatman trying to track it down. Working against Estrada. Back towards center. And back comes Smithson Valley. Rangers trying to set up their attackers right now. Maybe a chance here for Smithson Valley. That pass got behind the Ranger. Deep to the right end. And Wagner will send it back. We alluded to Wagner's struggles, 0-9 in 27 6A play. It's been a tough culture to really bring along for a while now. This is just Coach Ortiz's second season. But before he arrived, the program wasn't doing very well. They have lost 53 straight district matches. Last win came in 2012 in the season finale against Seguin. But a team this year that got off to a promising start. Wagner won its first 3 matches. And the Thunderbirds were 5-1-2 at the end of non-district play with a goal advantage of 16-5. But playing these 6A programs with tradition, such as Smithson Valley, Clemens, Steele, the New Braunfels schools, a much tougher go of it now. Maybe a chance here for the Rangers, but the whistle comes in first. And that's against the Rangers. Final 11-25 of the first half. Smithson Valley has been the aggressors. They have had several shots on goal. One has gone through off the assist by Valdez. Wagner, no shots on goal yet tonight, yet it remains a 1-goal match. It was a competitive first half, the first time around between these two. 1-1 at half, but the Rangers were dominant after halftime. You look at the goal struggles for Wagner this season, particularly in district play. Only 2 goals scored so far in their first 9 27 6A matches. They have had 6 multi-goal games this year. The record impressive, 5-1 It's going to take 2 goals to win this one at least tonight. Any chance there? Snuffed out by Smithson Valley's defense. Back come the Rangers. Amisi defending right now for Wagner, trying to find an angle to the ball. Can't find one. Another scrum for it. Rangers come out with it. Now for Smithson Valley is Zuba. Finds an angle to it. Tight ropes. The sideline. Maybe a chance here for Zuba. Weaving by Wagner Thunderbird. And no shots as Wagner's defense came in late. Good play by Daniela Cantu. That said, though, very aggressive, good-looking effort there by Rachel Zuba, only a freshman, by the way. One of 3 freshmen playing varsity soccer for Coach Atkins. And plenty of freshmen have played for him over the years, to include some who are now seniors on this team, or upperclassmen, I should say. Kutak started as a freshman, as did Bumgarner, now a junior, and Gabby Valdez as well. And those are 3 of the better players for Smithson Valley. So if you're a freshman playing now, odds are there's a lot of promise there to be had. Centering pass. Back towards center again. Wagner stuffs it out. Back to the Ranger back line. Graham now tracks it down, and Hamisi is gripping her face. May have taken a shoe to the face there moments ago. And being looked at right now. And we can hear to the background. Hamisi says she's all right. She'll stay in. Final 8 minutes of the first half. And here come the Rangers. Here's Valdez working quickly. Pass deflected. Tracked down by Wagner. Another scrum for it. And Smithson Valley comes out with it. Well, Hamisi, after taking the shoe to the face, takes the ball away there. But nobody home on the other end. And Kutak will reset things. Now it's open for the Rangers. Good pass up ahead, looking for Bumgarner. But Smithson Valley could not quite get there. The Rangers have lost just once at home so far this season. 5-1-1 record. Their lone tie came in the first game of the second half of district play against Steele. A 0-0 affair. As a result, though, it might be tough for the Rangers to catch the Knights for the district championship. Could mean an end to the Rangers' district championship streak. They've won 3 consecutive district titles. But Steele, ahead of the Rangers in the standings at 8-0-1, having beaten Smithson Valley as well. Final 6 minutes now in the first half. As Estrada sends it in. Deflected by the Rangers. Open was there. And that skirts out. Again, the only goal this game assisted by Gabby Valdez. 15th assist of her career. She also has 18 career goals, one of them a game winner early this month on Valentine's Day against New Braunfels. A lot of action to the far side. Not much towards center here for Wagner as the whistle is blown. We've had quite a few stoppages over the past 5 or 10 minutes or so. And this one against Smithson Valley. Wagner still looking for something offensively, yet to have a shot on goal. The Rangers unofficially have had close to 10 shots already. They had 20 shots on goal before finally getting one through in the win over East Central on Tuesday. Good pass along the right side. Wagner deflects. And the Rangers about to make several subs. A lot of the second unit was in there for the Rangers, and they held their own. As we see some of the notable players come back in, Haley Smith, Kaylin Bumgarner, Smith a sophomore, Bumgarner a junior. And Smith, we mentioned her, one of two Smiths, by the way, on the team. Caitlin is the other. We can confirm they are not related. A question we did ask of Coach Atkins earlier today. Haley Smith, second of the team in goals scored with 6, scoring twice in the first match against Wagner last month. Also scored the game winner against Clemens back on February 3rd. Caitlin Smith, by the way, whose name we brought up, 3 goals of her own this season. Good for 4th on the team. Final 3:20 first half. And the Rangers perhaps a chance here. But the player on the attack fell down. And that scoring chance goes away there for Smithson Valley. And Johnson, instead of throwing it in, will let her teammate Estrada do the honors here. Wade of Smithson Valley working against Tamisi. 3 Rangers, 2 Thunderbirds. Wagner comes away with it. Tamisi there again. Smith on the pursuit. Gives way to the back line. Dade the pass towards center. Got it up ahead to Sierra Young. Now Young weaving back towards the middle. Pass towards the left. Here is Valdez. Getting by 2 defenders. Valdez with the shot. Blocked by Johnson. Deflection again. And Johnson comes away with it. And Wagner not letting Smithson Valley score cleanly here tonight. Yet, you feel as if that dam is about to break. Final 100 seconds of the first half here from Ranger Stadium. And Wade now to throw it in again. And took too long. And this will come back to Wagner, looking for his first 27-6A win of the season. And it would be a monumental upset if they did. Back towards the Rangers' back line. And now Kutak will find some work. As we are now under a minute to go. Here's Dade. Pass might be a little bit too far. Tracked down by teammates. But nobody home there for the Rangers. Now to the final half minute of the first half. And Wagner will look to kill some clock here. Johnson again will give the honors here to Estrada. And we are about to hit the half in a 1-0 game. Estrada sends it in as the final seconds tick away. No last shot here for the Rangers, and that'll do it. We have hit halftime from Ranger Stadium. A goal in the 7th minute of the first half has given the Rangers a 1-0 lead. Halftime coverage coming up right here on the Rangers Network. We're back in a moment.
I'm privileged to work at GVTC, not only to work for a company that provides excellent products and services, but also through the GVTC Foundation to be able to support the communities that we work and live in, serving those communities.
Any individual can donate. We're a nonprofit 501c3, so it's a tax-deductible donation.
That we're on the right track partnering with our communities as we continue to seek ways to grow the GVTC Foundation.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than this.
Ain't that the truth? I'm glad we got a chance to do this with you being so busy with football.
Yeah, and you don't have any free time working on all those people's smiles.
Hey, what do y'all think y'all are doing? You got kids to coach and we have smiles to make.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
Atkins throwing deep over the middle for Hauser. Makes a catch in stride at the 40. Slips a tackle at the 35-yard line. He is gone. Touchdown, Smithson Valley, 81 yards, and the Rangers have a 13-0 lead.
Smithson Valley athletics coverage is about to evolve because we're doing it the Ranger way. Welcome to the Rangers Network. 24-hour-a-day access to news, game replays, original shows, live game night radio coverage, and more on RangersNetwork.com. Go inside the field house at Rangers Stadium for unprecedented access with Rangers coaches and players all season long.
Turnover for Smithson Valley.
Watch every home and away game the day after, complete, and the way only the Rangers Network can bring it to you. Never miss an episode of Inside Rangers Football, game film breakdowns by Coach Hill and Brant Freeman, senior moments with Emily, and learn the game the Smithson Valley way. And Ranger Radio is back. Listen to all the games live on your smartphone with our exclusive live scoring screen. Rangers Network is your media hub for everything Rangers. However, we are taking the term network to a whole new level. Our mission is to create a community network by joining Smithson Valley High School athletes, students, faculty, and families to local Spring Branch and Bulverde residents through RangersNetwork.com. This creates the most amazing marketing opportunity for local businesses that has never been available before. Right here, and right here, 24 hours a day on Rangers Network. Be a part of tradition, excellence, and success. Be a part of Rangers Network. Be a Ranger.
And welcome back at the half. Smithson Valley's girls on top of Wagner 1-0 here in the Rangers Network. Brant Freeman here with you, now joined by longtime head athletic trainer Thomas Petmecke here at Smithson Valley. His career spanning over 3 decades now here at Smithson Valley. And Thomas, if you can, tell us about your work here as a Ranger and what the 3 decades have been like now.
Well, things have really changed in the time going from a 3A all the way up to 6A now. A lot more programs, a lot more athletes. and for each of the different sports, more levels of teams. So it's been really interesting. It's been a lot of fun, being here and seeing this place grow like it has.
And for the first half of your career here, it was just you, but since then you've got some help though.
Right, yes. Yeah, the first several years I was here, being the only person, and that's kind of the way the athletic training profession was at that time. You would have one athletic trainer per school.
Take us through what it is your duties are as an athletic trainer here for Smithson Valley High School.
Okay. Well, basically we're here to help care for the athletes, primarily their injuries, and we're trying to prevent injuries, but we're also here, whenever they do get hurt, we're here as emergency staff to help them out, get them where they need to be taken care of, to a doctor, emergency room, etc. And then once they come back, we find out, what the injury is, what we're going to do with them. We help work them through the rehab process, help get them back out on the field and, back out there to playing.
So take us through now what Athletic Training Awareness Month is all about, coming up next month in March.
Right in March. Basically, it's something we're trying to do to get awareness of the athletic training profession field. There's athletic trainers primarily in schools and colleges, universities, things like that. But there's also other people who have gotten out and are working in doctors' offices, clinics, the performing arts, and in the military as well. I've known some people that have done that have worked with some of the special forces people.
Now, as I understand it too, there's a great program that you're about to get going here, the Shadow a Student Trainer program, which involves the middle schools as well. What's that about?
Well, basically what we do is we give the kids a chance to find out what it's all about to be an athletic trainer and be a student trainer in particular. A lot of people needing to know or not knowing the difference between an athletic trainer and just somebody else standing on the sidelines, an EMS person or something like that. It gives them the chance to kind of find out what the profession is about and see what they do on a daily basis and kind of get the word out there. And, there's a lot of kids who are looking to go into medicine, trying to, they want to be a physical therapist or athletic trainer or something like that. It gets them going in that direction so they know what to expect, and let them know that there's a program they can join here at their high school. They can start up and work with this now.
Well, Thomas, thank you so much. Thank you for all that you do here at Smithson Valley. It's been 32 great years. Here's to 32 more.
All right. Thank you very much.
And again, Thomas Petmecke joining us here. Ranger girls in front at the half over Wagner, 1-0. More halftime coverage coming up on the Rangers Network.
Right now, Smithson Valley High School has an enrollment of 2,659 students. But did you know? It's projected that a current kindergartner on the path to become a Ranger will join more than 4,200 students their freshman year. Why? Because Comal County is the 7th fastest growing county in the USA, and CISD continues to attract families looking for quality education for their children. The more we grow, the more you need to know. Find out more at comalisd.org. Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
I'm Dr. Matt Bayless, your Smithson Valley dentist. We are proud to be located right here in the Spring Branch Bulverde community. On Highway 46, between Ranger Stadium and Highway 281, you'll find Summer Hill Dental. Dental care with advanced technology, we specialize in family, cosmetic, and implant dentistry. Come see us at Summer Hill Dental, your Smithson Valley dentist.
Hey, what are you watching?
TV everywhere, man.
What, like a YouTube video?
No, actual TV. My cable service is GVTC. I can watch my favorite shows live right on my phone.
So what do you think about that, super behind the times technology guy?
Papa, Next, they'll come up with VHS recorders without VHS tapes.
GVTC already has it. It's called Whole Home DVR.
Radio without a radio?
GVTC cable already has dozens of music channels.
Movies without a theater?
Premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, the Movie Channel, and Showtime from GVTC.
I gotta get GVTC.
Then you won't be super behind the times technology guy anymore.
Call GVTC today and get hundreds of great entertainment channels, whole home DVR, and access to GVTC TV everywhere. GVTC, just plain smart.
Second half underway, and the Rangers Network Smithson Valley leading 1-0 over Wagner as they look to extend their unbeaten streak to 9 in a row. Smithson Valley got a goal in the 7th minute of the first half, assisted by Gabby Valdez. And Wagner has had to fend off several Smithson Valley attacks, lots of shots on goal. And so far, goalie Tia Johnson has been busy here right now, and able to knock down that pass attempt from Bumgarner. So the Rangers picking up where they left off in the first half. Wagner, no shots on goal for them in the game's first 40 minutes. Although Hamisi has been really active for Wagner, active here right now. Got it away, or Kayla Smith got it away from her. And now back to the Ranger back line. Young sends it to Wade. Looking for Valdez. Good play by Longoria to deflect it. And back to the Rangers. Here's Valdez getting through traffic. Nice pass up ahead to Bumgarner. Maybe a chance for the Rangers. And the pass a little bit too far out in front there for the Ranger attacker. And Wagner will send it back the other way. So Smithson Valley attacking the goal to our left here in the second half. Wagner will do so to the goal to our right. Smithson Valley angling for not just the win, but if they can post a shutout, it would be the team's 4th in a row. Smithson Valley so far in district play, they've outscored their opponents 15-4, and that was after giving up 2 goals in the district opener against Steele. Here's Caitlin Smith back towards the back line. Wagner trying to set up something right now. Smith again, looking for a teammate. Young to pass to Bumgarner. Now it's Valdez. A chance here for her. The shot, and it's stopped by Johnson again. Valdez aggressive, but Johnson got a beat on it. It remains a 1-0 game. Nearly 3 minutes into the second half. Here's a shot, a little bit too wide to the right. There for Smithson Valley. Something we haven't seen much of tonight for either team is really any corner kicks. I believe the Rangers have had just one. Wagner hasn't had any. Dade sends it in. Here's Valdez. Looking for an outlet. Good pass. A shot. And a stop by Johnson. Ball still live. And Wagner finally gets there and sends it away. But again, you get that sense the Avalanche is about to hit the Thunderbirds. They're playing with fire right now. Here is Young with a centering pass. Deflected by Wagner. A scrum for it. Rangers come out with it. Wagner's back line is there. Valdez fighting for it. Taken away by the T-Birds. Up ahead to Hamisi. But there are 4 Rangers back. Not much of an opportunity there for the Thunderbirds. Early we brought up Smithson Valley softball. We're looking at Ranger baseball. Their season now underway. The Rangers played their season opener earlier this week at the Border Olympics tournament in Laredo. And the Rangers have already played 3 games. They're 2-1 so far, to include an 18-run victory, scoring 18 runs, and a win over Donna North in the second game of the season. And by the way, a couple of Smithson Valley football players, Davis Grochet and Mason Pierce, have already hit home runs. Ranger attack here. Bumgarner, the pass and the shot. A little bit too high. But that was a phenomenal pass by Bumgarner. You can see why she has 30 assists now in 3 varsity seasons. The Rangers staying aggressive here in the second half. Wagner's just dodging bullet after bullet right now. But there has been really good play in net for Tia Johnson. Up ahead, Hamisi. Working against Valdez, who takes it away. Rangers another chance here. Valdez looking for a pass. Comes left. Back towards center. And Johnson scoops it away. Good anticipation on her part. Now Bumgarner wearing the orange shoes this evening for Smithson Valley, but finds a Thunderbird and Caitlin Key, but right back to the Ranger back line. Now it is Demita Mendoza for Smithson Valley. Punches it to the left. Caitlin Smith fighting for it. And that is sent out of bounds. And right back to the Rangers. Key could not get there. Key, one of 10 sophomores on this very, very young team of Wagner's, but a player that Coach Ortiz has described as being a workhorse and a very skilled soccer player for a team lacking a lot of soccer skill. Again, for a lot of these players, not much experience prior to their high school careers. Now Bumgarner looking for a pass towards center, has it. Is there a shot? There is. But Johnson there for the save for Wagner. As the wind is picking up here at Ranger Stadium. Kind of a cold, late February night here in Spring Branch. I'm accustomed to saying November at Ranger Stadium football. But here we are in the later stages of the soccer season. Smithson Valley will be playoff bound, by the way. The postseason will start next month. Smithson Valley's boys likely headed there as well. Coming into the night tied for third with Canyon in the 27 6A district. After tonight, just 4 matches left in the regular season for the Ranger girls. As Kutak scoops it away for Smithson Valley. Up ahead to Valdez. And she has been so quick on her feet so far tonight. Wagner having a tough time keeping up. Valdez blowing by 2 Thunderbirds there with the pass. Trying to find Bumgarner and does. Bumgarner's pass leads to a shot sent away by Johnson. Man, has she been relentless so far tonight. But she's had to be, as the Rangers just keep coming and coming and coming. But the score remains 1-0 as we have now hit the 9th minute of the second half. As Wagner brings it to sub, Victoria Figueroa, one of those 10 sophomores, is back in place of Longoria. Coach Ortiz speaking with Longoria on the sideline. We mentioned him earlier. Has spent a lot of time coaching in the Valley at Mission High School, 2 different stints, sandwiched around 4 years at Memorial High School where he coached boys soccer, but said he really, really wanted to coach in the greater San Antonio area. And when the Wagner Open came about, he jumped on it right away. a former college player at UT Pan American, now known as UT Rio Grande Valley. They're in Edinburgh, trying to turn this program around right now. And he has a lot of work to do. Pass back towards midfield. Wagner's back line is there. Cantu sends it back to the right. And Wagner will throw in now. Fatima Delegadillo will get it in for Wagner. Off the head of Hamisi, right there to the Rangers defense. With it is Erica Martinez, one of the Rangers' 3 captains. Although the Rangers are relatively young, just the 2 seniors in goal. As coming away with it now for Smithson Valley, a chance here perhaps is brewing as Martinez finds a teammate. Back to Martinez with a shot, and Johnson dives and stops another. Where would Wagner be without her tonight? Now 11 minutes into the second half, it remains a 1-goal game. You look at the build of this team, the 2 seniors for the Rangers. There are a baker's dozen, 13 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 3 freshmen. Coming into the season, Coach Atkins knew it was a younger team, but the expectations, in his words, very high. And so far, he feels as if they've looked good, and his players have been playing with a purpose all season long, especially since losing that 27-6A opener against Steele. They have since refocused and have been playing some of the best soccer all season. They have not lost since then. The only time they didn't win was a rematch against Steele, a 0-0 tie here at Ranger Stadium. So that last loss coming about a month ago. Meanwhile, Wagner's last win came more than a month ago. Last win came in non-district play. And here comes Smithson Valley again. Pass for Bumgarner, deflected. Back towards center now. Wagner has a couple of players back on the attack, but the Rangers defense able to respond. Back towards center. Angling left now, Smithson Valley. Trying to find an attack angle. Now working left, Smith finds a teammate, and it's punched away by Smithson Valley. Looking at the district standings, by the way, in addition to Smithson Valley's 2nd place standing and Wagner's 8th place standing, the other teams right now in the playoff hunt, obviously Steele. The Knights 8-0-1. Clemens is in 3rd right now. The Buffaloes are 7-2. Overall, Clemens has more wins than anybody else, 15 of them this season. And in 4th place, Canyon at 5-4 in 27-6A play. Behind them is the rival New Braunfels Unicorns in 5th place at 3-4-2. After that, a lot of separation. East Central in 6th at 2-7. Judson is 1-6-2 in 7th place, followed by Wagner. So really, it is a 5-team race now for 4 spots. And New Braunfels has barely got a pulse right now. The pass in from Mendoza for the Rangers. But there are 3 Wagner Thunderbirds right there to defend. Back towards center. Valdez with the pass. Deflected by the Thunderbirds. Can't quite get a hold on that, and a near shot attempt there for the Rangers as a result. Wagner again continues to play with fire as we have now hit the 15th minute of the second half. It remains a 1-goal game. The lone goal scored in the 7th minute of the first half. but the Rangers have had several opportunities to add to its lead, or to their lead, as Estrada will send it back into play. Hamisi gives chase for Wagner and cannot get there. Back comes Smithson Valley. Angling back towards center now. Bumgarner looking for a shot. She'll take it and she will score. 2-0 Smithson Valley on career goal number 38 for Caitlin Bumgarner. And as we described, the Thunderbirds, with their inability to mount any attack of their own, were playing with fire. Eventually would come back to haunt them as the Rangers stayed aggressive, and it pays off as Caitlin Bumgarner picks up another goal, her 16th this season. 2-0 Rangers. And by the way, now Bumgarner has either a goal or an assist in 9 of the team's 10 district matches. The exception was the 0-0 tie against Steele earlier this month. Officially, that goal coming in the 55th minute of the match. But what a season it's been for Bumgarner. When talking to Coach Atkins earlier today about her college prospects, says she's already fielding some calls and some visits have been made as well by her and her family. They are waiting for some better offers perhaps to come in. She's only a junior, so the better offers may start streaming in next year. She's had 4 multi-goal games that leads a team. And one of those multi-goal affairs, a hat trick in the Rangers' final non-district game against Bastrop. And by the way, that is now her second goal this week. In the Rangers' 1-0 win over East Central, it was Bumgarner who had the game winner. Approaching the halfway point of the second half. A 2-0 Ranger lead, courtesy moments ago of the Bumgarner goal. Smithson Valley scored 4 times against Wagner in the meeting last month. Back in Converse. Hamisi in pursuit for Wagner. Also chasing it is Cynthia Garcia, but right there to send it back is Kutak for the Rangers. Nice move there in the open pitch by Mendoza. Angles it to the right. A Ranger in pursuit. Another chance coming up for Smithson Valley. Sent away, though, by Wagner. Good defense there by the back line, chasing it down. Bumgarner tracks it down, though, and this call will come against Smithson Valley. Wagner trying to mount something, as they have yet to get a shot on goal tonight. And we'll take this chance to remind you to get your phone out and text the word Rangers to the number 42828 to join the Rangers Network. You'll receive links to all the live events we broadcast and be the first to know when new content is posted on RangersNetwork.com. Again, the word Rangers, text it to the number 42828. Sierra Young up ahead to Caitlin Smith. Sent back by Wagner, but right back to a Ranger. There's Mendoza with a pass. Bumgarner comes away with it. Maybe another chance here for her. But the pass deflected by the Thunderbirds. Deflected again by Mendoza, though. However, Wagner gathers it back. Hamisi the pass up ahead to Caitlin Key. Key now looking for a scoring opportunity. And a weak pass attempt to Hamisi as Kutak picks it up. Now officially 19 minutes gone by, second half. Rangers in control, 2-0. And Wagner now going to have to do something that they have not done since January 20th. Scored at least twice. And the Rangers almost had a clear chance there. But the whistle called against them, and Wagner will send it back. And here is Daniela Cantu. The team sweeper will give way, though, here instead to Estrada. A bouncer over the head of Key, who can't track it down. A sub for the Rangers as Smith comes back into the match. Mendoza to send it in. Headed off by Key. Right to a Ranger, though, and back comes Smithson Valley. Nobody home with the pass. Back to Key, taken away by Mendoza. A centering pass towards midfield. And now it's Overstreet. Punch back to the way by Wagner. Right of the Ranger back line, it's Casey Peak. Angles it to her left, back towards center. Rangers on the attack. Here's a pass. A shot coming up for Smithson Valley. Not going to come, though, as Wagner's able to cut it off. And that passed it away as well. And there was Cantu. 19 minutes left. 2-0 Rangers. 1 goal each half so far. And angling for another scoring chance. About a 40-yard pass there. Maybe a chance. Centering pass. A shot coming up for the Rangers. And it's stopped by Johnson. At the last second, sliding down to her knees to record another save. It's surprising the score is not what the JV score was. It was 8-0 Rangers, the win over Wagner earlier today. As many chances as the team has had tonight. Wagner lucky it's only a 2-0 affair. A shot here right into the gut of Johnson, who has been very, very active. And Coach Ortiz should come away from this game very pleased with her play. And again, she's had a tough run so far in district play. 44 goals given up in the team's first 9 27-6A games. Rangers on the attack. Bumgarner the pass. No clean look there that time, though, for Smithson Valley. But how about that pass from Bumgarner? Traveling about 35 yards, but just a little bit behind her attacker as Wagner will send it back in. As the T-Birds make a sub, coming back into the match is Daniela Tovar. Comes in for Cassandra Bowman. A very small, short bench for Coach Ortiz. Meanwhile, the Rangers, a lot more warm bodies available to them. And the pass it in by Young. Wagner has defenders back. Here's Key now for the Thunderbirds. Right there, though, Smithson Valley. It's Mendoza sending it off to Zuba. And the whistle, it's called against Wagner. And the Rangers here will have a chance, and setting it up will be Young as Wagner's allowed to make a sub. And back in now is Victoria Figueroa. Meanwhile, Dade comes back in for the Rangers. And here we go. Young to send it in. Eyes the Wagner defense. And looking for a seam as the Rangers try to build upon this 2-0 lead. Young with the right foot sends it towards goal. Right there, though, is Johnson. Now, we saw on a free kick here on Tuesday in the boys' match, East Central score on a play like that. That was a 2-0 win for the Hornets. Now Mendoza for the Rangers. Angles it left. Now Valdez finds a teammate. Johnson gets there before the attacker does. And denies Smithson Valley a clean look. Now into the 25th minute of the second half. Rangers had goals in the 7th and 55th minute so far tonight. Here's Valdez with the pass, angling it left. Sent away by Wagner once again. But the defense has to be so worn down. A team lacking depth, a goalie who's had to spend a lot of attention against Rangers shots. Wagner might be wearing down. Meanwhile, it has been an easy day in the office for Natalie Kutak. No shots on goal tonight by Wagner. Unofficially, Smithson Valley has got to have somewhere in the 20s right now in comparison. And now Hamisi here for Wagner. Headed off by Young. Back towards center. Now Mendoza. Fighting through traffic, a pass up ahead. Smith tracks it down. Looking for an outlet. And Wagner sends it away. And the Rangers will bring Haley Smith back into the match. 6 goals, 2 assists this season for the Rangers. Wagner subs of his own as well. Back in for the T-Birds, Kimberly Gallegos and Jackie Estrada. Here's a pass towards center, sent back by the Thunderbirds. Hamisi there for Wagner. Rangers have a defender back as well, and they will send it back in. Mendoza to do the honors. Or actually, Erica Martinez. And Hamisi is down again for Wagner. She took a shot to the face back in the first half, but now appears to be gripping her left leg. So she will come out. And back in for Wagner is Natalia Garcia. So again, youth for youth. A freshman out, a sophomore in. Centering pass, shot Bumgarner, could not get a clean look at it. An awkward attempt there for the junior as Johnson picks it up. We mentioned our upcoming softball broadcast April the 18th. Well, Rangers Network has even more coverage coming up on the Diamond. Watch live varsity baseball a week afterwards, Tuesday, April the 25th, as the Rangers take on the New Braunfels Unicorns just across the parking lot here from Ranger Stadium. For more information, go online to rangersnetwork.com. Here's Valdez for the Rangers. Pass up ahead to Bumgarner. Into the corner. Centering pass. No shot there, at least not yet. Ranger fighting for it down low. Deflected. Wagner trying to get it out of there. Bumgarner again is sent back the other way. by Cynthia Garcia. And the pressure stays on for the Rangers. Another pass here, but right into the guts of Tia Johnson. Final 12 minutes, second half. The Rangers are 12 minutes away from an 8-1-1, 27-6A record. And a sweep of the season series. Good pass there. A shot coming up, and another Rangers score. 3-0 Smithson Valley. Phenomenal pass, great finish, and the Rangers well in control. And that score coming in the 29th minute of the second half. And that goal was scored by Haley Smith. So 29th minute of the second half, that is the 69th minute of the match overall. The goal scored by Smith, her 7th of the season. We couldn't get a clear read of the number on the first goal scored tonight. We do know it was assisted by Gabby Valdez. The second goal scored by Bumgarner, and the third scored by Haley Smith. Here is Sierra Young, and the captain weaves to her right. Sends a pass, angling it to the right side. Back towards the corner. Bumgarner with it, the pass towards center. No shot there. Rangers keep it alive, and that one is sent away to the right. As we hit the final 10:30 now of the second half, and the Rangers about to make several subs. As we'll see Oatman check back in for Smithson Valley. It also appears that Alexis Mesa will come in, and she will. And Katie Carr checks in for the Rangers in addition to those two. Also in now, McKenna Graham on the Rangers' back line. Just about every Smithson Valley healthy body is played now tonight and still on the attack. And now the Rangers have a corner kick coming up. Here's the pass, headed off by Smithson Valley. Again, not many corners in this game. Unofficially, the Rangers' second tonight. Wagner has had none. Good sign, by the way, coming up now for Wagner as Hamisi comes back into the match. Saw her come out not long ago, favoring her left leg as Garcia sits down. And Emily Weigel about to check back in for the T-Birds as well. A lot of backups in for Smithson Valley as the Rangers have a dominating 3-0 lead with 8:45 to go. Back towards center. That's Mendoza. Trying to swing it to the right. Rangers break through. Maybe a chance. Nope. Daniela Cantu has other ideas. Again, there has barely been any action on the right side of the field here in the second half, or really the entire game. The Ranger defense, goalie Natalie Kutak, not having to do much the entire match. As we see that the ball comes this way, but again, there are 3 Ranger defenders back, just 1 attacker for Wagner. Good pass from Oatman. Back towards the center. But no clean look that time for Smithson Valley as Weigel and Nathalia Vasquez are set to check back in for the T-Birds. And they will, as Wagner makes it subs. By the way, although it's been a tough district season for Wagner, again, in non-district play, the Thunderbirds, very good. 5-1-2, and the 5 wins they have this season, the most the program has had in 5 years. The previous 4 seasons, Wagner's record, 6-72-6. So while it may not seem like progress this season, trust me, progress has been made. Here's a chance for the Rangers now, and a shot perhaps coming up. 3 Rangers are there, a lot of congestion, and Wagner will finally send it out of there. But the Rangers stay as the aggressors. Here is Mendoza, and the shot is a bouncer right to Johnson. And a majority of those losses, of those 72, coming in district play. Wagner has lost 53 straight. That number will climb to 54 by match end. As we hit the final 6 minutes, Smithson Valley in front, 3-0. They led 1-0 at halftime. And Wagner in trouble of being shut out now for the 10th time this season and for the 8th time in 27 6A play. Meanwhile, for the Rangers, they've been so dominant against their peer programs. Their district record since 2014, to include tonight's upcoming win, 32-2-10. 2 district losses spanning 3+ seasons. And of course, one of those coming in the 27 6A opener this year. So there was just 1 district loss for the Rangers the previous 3 seasons combined. Nice header there by Mendoza. And a collision there between a Ranger and a Thunderbird as Johnson takes it away. You go back to the Rangers' last district win a couple of nights ago, Tuesday, over East Central. A 1-0 victory, very similar tonight in the fact that the Rangers just kept pressing on the gas, waiting for it to pay off, and finally broke through, courtesy of a game winner hit by Caitlin Bumgarner in a 1-0 win. Well, tonight, playing Wagner, Thunderbirds have been game tonight, particularly Johnson in goal, but the Rangers have just kept coming and coming and coming, and they have broken through with 2 second-half goals to create more than enough separation. Final 4:20 of the second half. Ranger backups are in. And looking to close the door on another shutout. If it holds for Smithson Valley, it will be their 11th of the season and their 4th in a row. That means it will have been more than 2 weeks since the last time the Rangers allowed a goal. Impressive stuff. But the call here might give Wagner one last scoring opportunity. Hamisi with a kick here for Wagner. Angling it towards center, headed off by the Ranger back line. And now being put to work. Getting it out of there, Zuba trying to do so. Tripped up is Graham. Back to the Ranger back line. And a good pass there by Zuba up ahead to Graham. And here comes Smithson Valley. That may have been Wagner's last chance tonight as Graham is tripped up. And the Rangers are now throwing it in. One last sub for the Rangers as we see Sarah Orande come back into the match. Orande had a great look at a goal earlier in the first half. Has played a lot of time at goalie this season. Has split a lot of her time with Kutak in goal. Here's Graham, but the pass beyond the reach of the oncoming two Ranger attackers, as one of them ran into Johnson. And that's a call against Smithson Valley. And a card, I believe, was issued, and that will bring Young back in for the Rangers. Estrada puts it back into play as the clock resumes its ticking as we hit the final 2 minutes of the second half. Thrown in toward Hamisi with three Rangers right there, centered by Key, but right to Ranger defender right there. Awaiting it was Casey Peak. Now Oldman getting by defender with the pass sent the other way by Cantu. Smithson Valley will improve to 13-3-1 overall. With the win tonight, the Rangers won 18 matches a season ago. Lost 9 seniors from that team, including 7 starters. But the cupboard was not bare. The Rangers' top 2 scorers from a year ago, back in uniform, in Valdez and Bumgarner. And again, all that experience and goal as well between Kutak and Arande. Now between them to include 2017 at 7 seasons of varsity experience. And a lot of this team will be back next season, with the exception, though, of those 2 in goal. Under a minute to go. As the Rangers will extend their unbeaten streak to 9 straight. As Wagner nearly gets to the Rangers another scoring opportunity there. And by the way, this will be now back-to-back matches. Smithson Valley has not given up a shot on goal, let alone a goal scored. As Smithson Valley gets in one last corner kick. Here it is. A deep pass towards center. Wagner able to send it away. Final 10 seconds now from Ranger Stadium. And that will do it. Smithson Valley picks up his 13th win of the season. The Rangers, a dominant effort in a 3-0 win over Wagner here from Ranger Stadium. The T-Birds fall to 0-10 in district play. The Rangers now 8-1-1. We're back to wrap things up in just a moment right here on the Rangers Network. Now this time of the show, we take a look at the plays of the week, Coach.
Well, let's go take a look. Our first play of the week is on sale at the concession stand. Let's go take a look at the frozen fruit cup. Our second play of the week is also healthy. Let's take a look at string cheese. Our last play of the week is also a healthy choice. That is choosing baked chips. Those are our plays of the week.
Coach, can I at least still just dip the nachos in yogurt?
Just don't let anybody see it.
Fine.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Whataburger, Peppa Thomas with Remax, Max's Roadhouse, Ashley Small Engine Sales and Service, Texas Roadhouse, and Sunbelt Rentals.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium. Smithson Valley, a 3-0 winner over Wagner here tonight. The Rangers getting goals in the 7th minute, the 55th minute, and the 69th. The first was assisted by Gabby Valdez. The second scored by Kaylin Bumgarner. And the third and final goal scored by Haley Smith as the Rangers improved to 13-3-1 on the season. Don't forget more coverage coming up of Ranger Athletics next month as we have both Smithson Valley softball and baseball. Softball on April the 18th, so 2 months from now, and Ranger baseball April 25th. For more information on both upcoming broadcasts, go online to rangersnetwork.com. On behalf of everybody from the Rangers Network, I'm Brant Freeman saying once again the final score, Smithson Valley 3, Wagner 0. For everybody, on behalf of Bow Productions, this has been Ranger Girls Soccer on the Rangers Network. Thank you and good night.